out of the way!
I'm gonna hit him.
Hi everyone, Donut here. Today's video is going to start off with one of the craziest ambushes I've seen in a minute. This one is a patrol car sitting in a parking lot minding his own business, probably doing reports or something. This officer gets lit up with incendiary rounds and it looks like a fireworks show on the 4th of July. We've also got a foot chase that ends in one of the most creative disarms I've ever seen. An armed suspect sprinting towards civilians gets stopped by a police truck. That's right, we've got a man versus car.
Versus car.
Got a couple of more stories for you today, but first a word from our sponsors. This video is sponsored by ExpressVPN. Did you know your internet service provider can see and log everything that you do online? Everything. And in the United States, they can sell that log. That means that they can sell your browsing history to ad companies. In the UK and Australia, ISPs are required to keep the logs of every website you visit, apps that you use, and the private conversations that you have for 1 to 2 years. Not to mention anyone who has access to the Wi-Fi router that you use for your internet can see everything you do. That's where ExpressVPN comes in. ExpressVPN encrypts and reroutes 100% of your network traffic through secure servers. That means your internet service provider and whoever owns your Wi-Fi can't see what you're doing. Hell, I know a ton of us out there use the Wi-Fi at coffee shops, airports, etc. Anyone who has access to the same Wi-Fi at those places I was just talking about can get your credit card information, email, passwords, whatever. ExpressVPN wraps your traffic in an encrypted tunnel, making you a hacker's worst nightmare. Okay, ExpressVPN can protect you. What about entertainment? Your favorite streaming services like Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus have a different video catalog in every country. Let's say I want to see what's on Netflix in the UK. I just have to click on UK and boom, connected in the UK. You can change your IP to any of 105 countries to do the same thing. ExpressVPN only invests in premium servers, meaning it's consistently faster than any other VPN provider. They have 24/7 customer support. You can connect up to 14 devices with one subscription. ExpressVPN also comes with a password manager so you can securely store an unlimited number of credit cards, notes, and passwords. They will also help you get your data removed from data brokers and alert you if your data appears on the dark web. ExpressVPN protects all aspects of your online activity, and you can unlock thousands of cool new shows to watch in tons of different countries. Right now, you can get up to 4 extra months by scanning the QR code on screen, clicking the link in the description box below, or going to expressvpn.com/donutoperator. That's expressvpn.com/donutoperator. Starting a day off with that thing that looks like a 4th of July fireworks show, except it's a deliberate ambush on a police officer minding his own business, just sitting in his patrol car in a parking lot. This is going to be security camera footage from a law enforcement parking lot of Greenville, South Carolina, my old sister department. Let me set the stage for you. It's late at night. Patrol vehicle is parked. Everything's calm. Then another car rolls up next to the patrol car, really slow. And the second they line up with the driver door of the patrol car, this happens. Straight up fireworks show. Looks like something out of John Wick. Oh, that reminds me. Brandon gave me a bunch of dragon's breath rounds I need to find something to do with. So these rounds are just impacting that patrol car with sparks flying everywhere, lighting up the scene like someone just tossed a box of bottle rockets at the cop. But in this case, those weren't bottle rockets. Those weren't the fun little things you almost blew your hands off with when you were a kid. The ones that I know you shoved up a frog's ass. That was incendiary ammunition, and they're not loaded like normal shotgun shells. So instead of a standard shotgun shell, these contain magnesium. They're designed to ignite on air or impact, and they can go up to 100 feet. When they hit something, you get sparks, things catch on fire sometimes, which is why this looks like a Michael Bay scene or something out of John Wick instead of a normal shooting. Ew, I found some dragon's breath actually. Here's what I'm talking about real quick. There you go, little magnesium flakes. But what I think this officer's car got shot up with, judging from the little holes, was something like this. Full metal dragon that has your normal shotgun pellets in there with some magnesium behind it. To give you an idea of how dangerous that stuff is, someone was using this ammo in the national forest and it ended up burning over 100 acres. This stuff is meant to burn, and it's kind of fun. Despite being hit, the officer was able to make it over to the passenger seat of his patrol car, exit out that side, and bail to safety. He managed to get into a building where other officers rendered him aid. Honestly, that's a miracle that he's alive. This stuff is nasty. Take a look at this aftermath photo. Those are giant holes blown straight through the driver's side door. After the ambush, the suspect does not stop there. He takes off from law enforcement, continues to fire at the officers throughout the entire pursuit, and eventually crashes. The situation ended with the suspect taking his own life. I'm gonna be honest, I kind of want to see the footage of him doing it with dragon's breath. It's like you don't really want to see it, but you kind of want to see it, like the old Live Leak videos of Chinese steel mills where the workers get something dropped on them really heavy. Anyways, it saved the taxpayers money. Thanks, buddy. Moving on to our next story. Let's see what's going on in Seattle, Washington.
I had the honor of being noticed by the President of the United States.
who called me a very, very liberal / communist mayor.
She was just elected and is already making it very clear she doesn't give a shit about the people of Seattle. According to public statements and reporting, the mayor has already ordered police not to arrest drug users. According to public statements and reporting, the mayor has ordered police to not arrest offenders for open drug use citywide. That's right, open drug use. No arrests, no consequences for just shooting up black tar heroin on the street right next to you and your kids.
That's bad.
I don't think making open drug use really helps addicts. Basically tells me that the city supports them killing themselves slowly or, doing the fentanyl. Sure as hell doesn't help taxpayers, business owners, or anyone who still wants to walk down the street without stepping on a dirty needle. Seattle already struggles with open drug use, public disorder, and repeat offenders cycling endlessly through the system. Them judges I talk about all the time on here. And the solution from the new mayor is just stop enforcing everything. And the people who actually live there, I guess they're just told to cope with it. That's crazy, man. It's only a matter of time before New York and a lot of other places are like that. Please stay out of Texas. Okay, we got a story that makes absolutely no sense. Like reality is stranger than fiction sometimes. This is definitely one of those. If it was Jeepers Creepers. Police start investigating after something at a local cemetery catch their eye. That something is human bones. Pennsylvania grave robber Jonathan Christ Gerlach stole more than 100 skulls, body parts from cemetery. The human bones I was talking about were just sitting in the backseat of a car. They weren't hidden or wrapped up or in a box or anything. They were just sitting there. Officers move in and catch the driver of the car as he's walking back to it. Yeah, just take a look at this edgelord right here. Septum piercing said it all. He's carrying tools, including a crowbar, which is never a good sign when you're near a cemetery and have human bones in your car. Story gets crazier. Investigators follow him back to his home. Detectives later make their way to his basement, which they describe as a horror movie that has come to life. You can guess what else is in there. They find hundreds of human remains, skulls on shelves, femur bones, mummified hands and feet, two decomposing torsos. One still had a pacemaker in it. Some are pieced together, some are just stacked up. It was like a collection, and most of them were in the basement of this dude's house. There was a separate storage unit the guy owned that there was even more. I guess one house full of corpses wasn't enough. Authorities believe that it was just random. This guy targeted mausoleums and underground vaults at a massive abandoned cemetery that dates back to the 1800s. At least 26 vaults and mausoleums were smashed open. In one case, investigators said the guy even rappelled down into a crypt to steal some bones. Some of the remains were hundreds of years old, but some of them were also infants. Just the mummified remains of small children. This dude was taking pictures of himself with the bones and posting them on Facebook. He's facing hundreds of charges. Now the investigators have to literally piece these together and figure out who they are. Some of the remains were from a young girl in the 1800s. The pacemaker I mentioned earlier means it's someone from within the past 100 years. Just another one of those crazy ones I wanted to bring to your attention because it's so nutty. And for our final story with the man versus car. Police respond to a store for a guy who is armed with a gun and shoplifting. And right away, we're not going to ease into there, of course. He's armed and he's committing a crime. We're going to get there as quick as we can.
You want to get tased? Drop the gun! Drop the gun now! Drop it! Drop your gun! Tommy's got a gun. He pulled the gun out on me.
Well, the police officers catch up to this guy and the body camera starts off with them chasing him across an open field. You can hear the commands as clear as day. We got our drop the gun, and shockingly, the suspect does not drop the gun.
Rated up wheels, calm towards CDA office. Still got a gun in his hand. Drop your gun now! Drop it!
Instead, he keeps running across the road, still armed and still ignoring commands, which is about the worst possible decision you can make when cops are chasing you. That's when another officer joins the party and pulls up in a black patrol truck.
Drop the gun!
Come.
Drop the gun!
Dice is in the truck, following him. Northbound towards CDOT office. CSP office.
And now we switch perspective from the body camera to the dash cam of the truck. Dude's still running.
Drop the gun! Drop it! Drop it! Don't let him get over there. Davis, you're taking my son away. Drop it!
He's still holding the gun and refusing to drop the dang thing. And now the situation escalates again because the suspect is now heading towards a crowded parking lot. Aha, this is where Tennessee versus Garner jumps in. There's people around, there's cars nearby, including an innocent person's vehicle. This is where an alarm would go off in every cop's head. That alarm is potential carjacking, or even worse, is shooting. Maybe a hostage situation. Maybe he runs into another store and it's a barricaded suspect.
Drop the gun! Closer, closer, closer. Watch the backdrop. Get out of the way! Get out of the way! You want me to hit him? He's going to that car!
You can even hear the officer say out loud that he is worried about the civilians the guy is running towards. And then the officer decides to disarm the suspect.
Get out of the way!
You want me to hit him?
He's going to that car!
I'm gonna hit him.
The officer commits, rams the suspect with the truck, and I don't mean a nudge, I mean full send. From the dash cam, you can see the suspect almost get straight eaten by the truck and also his gun flew into the air. Oh God, it's a fucking high point. No shots fired, no carjacking, no innocent people hurt. Officers move in and start life-saving measures. Despite their best efforts, the guy doesn't survive. When a truck hits you, it could mean you can die. Anyways, the officers in this situation, I'm pretty sure did what was right. You can let me know if you don't think they were right in the comments below. That's all I have for you fine people today. If you want to help support the channel, you can go to donutoperator.com, subscribe to pepperbox.tv, or follow my second channel here on YouTube, Donut Operator TV. Until next time, please have a fantastic day.